French and Indian War ended in 1763, and the French lost against the British. The British wouldn't trade with the Indians or welcome them into their forts. The Indians took that as an insult to their nations and their leaders. The British was also showing that they wanted to move west of Ohio and take more of Indians' lands. This made them furious. But before the war ended in 1762, a prophet named Nealon believed he had a vision. In his vision, it said, "The land on which you are, I have made for you, not for others. Therefore, do you suffer the white to dwell upon your land? Drive them away. Wage war against them. I love them not. They know me not. They are my enemies. They are my brother's enemies. Send them back to the land I have made for them." After he received this vision, Nealon shared it with the other Indians. One in particular was Otota's chief, Pontiac. Pontiac was one of Nealon's believers, so he was willing to do anything for him. Nealon's message was anti-European, but Pontiac made it be anti-British. With this prophet and the insults, it helped motivate the Indians to start a war. The war started in 1763 after Pontiac's tribes and allies did a surprise attack on Fort Detroit. Later on, Pontiac's allies captured 9 out of 11 forts around them. Then in 1764, the British won a battle called the Bloody Run. After the battle, Pontiac's allies retreated. After a while, British exposed the Indians to smallpox. In 1766, Pontiac surrendered. A few years later, Pontiac was killed, and many people believe it was because they didn't want him to start another rebellion. The Indians thought that if they would capture the forts, that they would have more freedom. The leader Pontiac was a great leader because he was in 3 big battles before. After Pontiac killed a man, he ate his heart and drank his blood. Tradition states that's a sign of respect. A few years after the war, Pontiac was killed. With great sorrow, legend says that many starved themselves to honor him. The British always thought they were more superior than the Indians. They thought of them as savages. After Pontiac ate the heart of one of their men, they felt insulted and disgusted. They were willing to do anything for someone to capture him, so they could embarrass him as a leader. They offered a reward, and then when no one caught him yet, they doubled the reward and offered it to be dead or alive. When the British was losing, they were determined to do anything they could to win the war. They actually did by giving blankets that contained smallpox to the Indians. They didn't care what happened to them. All they cared about was winning the war. Pontiac's rebellion has changed history, and they almost won the battle. This showed how strong the leader Pontiac was and how he impacted the Indians. In remembrance of Pontiac is a rock called Starved Rock, a warrior who started the rebellion and made a big impact by his determination and strength, almost defeated the British.